Yeah, okay, so hi again, John again here. So this is what, I guess video number 4 now. Or is it video number, this is either video number 3 or number 4, I don't even remember anymore, whatever it is. I'm sure that, whatever it says it is, like, that's what it is, because when I post these, I will make sure that I have them in the right order. Now my battery's almost dead, so this video is going to be less than 15 minutes because it's going to cut out. Because I just saw the battery symbol come up on my screen. When that happens, there's only usually like 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes left. So this video will be less than 15 minutes. But anyway, whichever video number this is, 3 or 4, I will. It'll say when I post them. I'll make sure that I have it in the right order, the right sequence. So whatever it says, before you start watching this video, whatever it says in the title, whether it's video number 3 or video number 4, that's the one it is. Okay, so that's that information is for sure accurate. Okay, I will make sure that it's in the right order when I post them. Then I'll put that number there in the title of the video. Right. So whatever it is, it's continuing from the previous video. And then I was talking about the number 8 being the fourth coincidence, so-called coincidence, coming up with the max 8 jet crashes from 2018. Another so-called coincidence pointing to my brother. Okay, the number 8. Now, where we lived. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you the street name, for reasons I explained in the previous video, but I will give you the numbers of our address. Okay, I'll give you the numbers. All right, at least all the numbers that matter. Right, there may be zeros there. Again, zeros don't count. Right, so I'm going to give you all the numbers from that address except potential zeros. Which there may or may not have been zeros in the address. Right. Other than that, I'll give you all the numbers from that address as I make this connection to show you yet another so-called coincidence pointing to my brother about those max 8 crashes from 2018. Now, the numbers from that address where we spent most of our childhood, which by the way was in Hamilton, Ontario, okay, which is just a little bit outside of Toronto, Canada, okay. In fact, depending on how the driving is on the freeway, depending on how the traffic is, you can get, there's a lot of days when you can get faster from Toronto to Hamilton than you can from one end of Toronto to the other end of Toronto. That's, so that just, gives you an idea of, how close the two cities are. Basically, we spent most of our childhood in that building in Hamilton that I'm going to tell you the numbers of the address, not the street name, but just the numbers. Okay, the numbers except zeros if there were zeros in it. Okay, because the zeros don't count. So the numbers are this. On the building, if you were to look at the number on the building, so the street number, you would have seen a 6 and an 8, okay? So a 6 and 8. 1 6, 1 8, all right? There may have been zeros. Again, I'm not getting into the zeros, right? They don't matter. So with that 6 and the 8, remember the 8, okay? So there's 1 8 so far, okay? And then if you were to look at our suite number, what suite or apartment number we were in, guess what number? Number 8, okay, just the 1 8, all right? So there's the second 8 from our address, our childhood address, right? Our main childhood address. Then, if you were to look at our postal code, now the postal code, for the Americans, that is like your zip code, all right? So you've got your zip code, which is all numbers, while we have a postal code that does the same purpose that your zip code does, except we mix numbers and letters, okay? So, our postal code was L8K, and then there's another 3 numerals or letters like alphanumeric characters after, right? So I'm not going to give you those because if I give you those, you can figure out the exact building, and again, as I mentioned in the previous video, I don't want you to do that because I don't want anybody out there to possibly bother whoever's living at that address now, okay? So, I just gave you the first 3 digits, the first 3 alphanumeric characters, letters and digits from our postal code, right? So I'll say it again, L8K, okay? And then the other 3, because there's a total of 6, digits or numbers that make it up. But again, the other 3, I'm not going to tell you. They don't have an 8, so, that doesn't matter anyway, right? The first 3 matter because it has the number 8, right? So again, another number 8, so 8, so the third 8, right? So again, I'll go through them again real quickly. On the building, you would have seen an 8, right? because it would have said 6'8", at least 6'8", maybe some zeros, they don't matter. So it would have said at least 6'8" on the building, so you would have had the 1-8 from there. And then our apartment number, or suite number, had an 8, so just one digit our apartment number had, and that was 8, right? So there's the second 8, and then the third 8, I just mentioned from the first half of the postal code, L8K, okay? So there's the third 8. So 8 appeared max. The number that appeared max in our childhood address, okay, and postal code, right? The number that appeared max more than any other number in that address or postal code, put all together, the number that appeared the most, that appeared max, is 8. And what was the name of those jets that crashed? They were called Max 8. Okay? So there is yet another so-called coincidence regarding the Max 8 crashes. Another, what I believe is piece of strong circumstantial evidence. Put all together, strong circumstantial evidence. 4 pieces of strong circumstantial evidence pointing to my brother as being behind it. My brother, the immoral IT expert. Now, I can definitely call him immoral. That part has been proven. I highly suspect he's doing these crashes, but obviously they haven't been proven. Otherwise, he'd be in jail, and this would be on mainstream media. So it hasn't been proven. My suspicions have not been proven at this point, right? But I strongly believe them, and there's a lot of circumstantial evidence, right? But still, at this point, they're just suspicions until they're proven, right? Strong suspicions, but still suspicions, right? But here's something that's not a suspicion. When I say he's immoral, that is not a suspicion. That is a proven fact that he's immoral. I can give you lots of examples of that, okay? And here's one right off the bat. My finger. You see my finger is broken? My ring finger on my right hand. You see how it never goes straight? I can straighten out these. This one I can't straighten out, right? This is as straight as it gets, okay? This is as straight as it gets. Now, it's broken. You make see the little nub on there. By the way, those marks are not tattoos. It's pen from black pen on my hand, right? Because I'm right-handed. I make a lot of notes with a pen or marker. And this finger was broken with a little football. In 2007, he played football with me. He used this little whistling football, right? Stupid little football, about 1/3 the size of a regulation NFL or CFL football. 1/3 the size approximately. And it made this whistling sound when you